two schools, but it's one that can easily define season trajectories and put the victor on the path to the college football playoff. An iconic venue, Tiger Stadium, Baton Rouge. It's the Florida Gators and the LSU Tigers. We stay in the State Call again. Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Guys, the Tigers head coach told me pregame, focus is going to be essential. Play by play. He understands completely that they have a big opponent coming in here next week, top 25. But this opponent in front of them today is not to be taken lightly. He wants to make sure his players are looking at them and understanding they have quality players too, and not look ahead to next week. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Gators will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. To the air, it's Levin. Complete, out left to Wilson. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Changing the routes with his receivers. Here's a give to Durham. He's stopped. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Out wide right, it's Green. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And it's so fun to have that trump card, right? Like, it's almost like playing a video game with this guy. When you got a big tight end that can make plays, that gets open, that feels those soft spots in the zones, third downs, money downs, the tight end is always open, especially with that big body. He finds him, and he gets the first down.
Throws for the tight end. Between the hashes, it's Green. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with the first down at the 31.
He's showing you his skills on that last throw. This guy's got arm talent and accuracy, man, and some of it's not coachable. And I think back to Jamarcus Russell and Joe Burrow, two former Tiger quarterbacks that were the first overall pick in the NFL draft. They had some of that, too. They just had a feel for the position that you simply couldn't coach at the college level. This guy, man, he's got some serious tools, and he really helps make this offense dangerous.
To the air, it's Levin. Fires to the middle. Got his man. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And, man, this is exactly what you want as a play caller. You want to get your quarterback settled, give him some bunnies early to make some plays so he's feeling bulletproof. 4 for 4 to start the game. Yes, please. Offensive coordinator Jesse, I'm giving him an A+ so far for checking those boxes.
Well, he's done a good job getting his quarterback prepped for this one, too, because watching this guy throw the ball, he's making quick decisions, and he's throwing the ball with a lot of conviction. You can tell this guy watched a lot of film. He has the answers to the test early in this game.
Right back to the well. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. He'll try to get to the marker himself. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, LSU!
And you knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays, and on the first drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have the answers. They better find some.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Straight ahead, it's Shepard. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs 1st down, and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Tavian on the play action. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. St. Clair fires to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Man, and that's one he probably wants back. And sometimes you underestimate the speed of your guy or how fast he gets out there. And you can tell, just threw that a little bit too far. His receiver didn't have the jets to go catch up with that one.
Makes the catch at the 45. They drag him down, and good coverage that time by the special team. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. On the ground, it's Hall.
Man, he tried to do all he could. He broke one tackle, but my goodness, guys were hitting him left and right in the backfield.
This is a staple for any good defensive coordinator. They want their guys to swarm for the football, to gang tackle. If one guy misses, another one's there.
No doubt. And the staple for the offensive coordinator or the offensive line coach is block those guys. Don't watch them tackle our guys.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Moves the pocket. It's Levitt. Looking to the big tight end. The sure hands. It's Green. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Tigers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Back's got it on the screen. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places. You're going to throw him the football, but the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Quarterback signaling to his guys. 2nd down, going to throw it. Stepping to the right. Takes a hit as he fires. Makes the catch. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. on the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And they did tack on the extra point. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. First timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Throwing St. Clair. Rush right in his face. Right side, it's Shepard. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And they dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going. Get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Sets his feet. It's St. Clair. And he gets rid of it. When these two first met in 1937 in Baton Rouge, LSU shut out the Gators. Florida would notch the first road victory in this swampy series when they beat LSU on the Bayou in 1956.
And a lot of history between these two teams, because even when there were 2 divisions in the SEC, this was a constant cross-division rivalry featuring lots of NFL talent and some really dramatic games. I remember being the #1 team in the nation back in 1997, going into Baton Rouge and losing, and the fans rushing the field, tearing down the goalposts. These two teams have unbelievable fan bases and lots of talent on the field.
Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Again, it's St. Clair. Moving out to the right. Going to try to get it himself. Getting closer and closer to midfield. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47. Guys, LSU has the lead here. As we take a look at the stats, things are a little one-sided so far. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period, 1st down here. Turns up, it's Miller. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense They need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Wide receiver going in motion. Tavian St. Clair. Oh, pressure's coming. Unloads in the nick of time.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Second and long here. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Zips it out to his man. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Again, it's St. Clair. Caught. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown, cut into their opponent's lead.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Way off target there.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a third down and goal.
A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Now here's Tavian St. Clair. Rushes on. Touchdown, Florida. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. They'll try to tack one more on their score.
Oh, man, and the quarterback knew exactly where he was going with this football at the pre-snap. He saw the matchup he liked, and he took advantage of it.
75 yards on the touchdown drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss.
Number 38, set to kick this one away.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Moves to his right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Slides, avoids the hit. What a way to convert on 2nd and long.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Finds his man. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation.
Snags it, and he's open. The 20. Touchdown, Tigers. Into the end zone with a breakaway score. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Sending the offense back to work. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got...
And the defense makes him play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
That's a great play by this defense. It's hard when you go against a guy that's so good at the quarterback spot. He can make so many plays, but the defense understood that rep. Nice job getting to him, corralling him, getting him on the ground, and creating the big sack.
The Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. St. Clair going to take a shot at this DB. And he almost had a pick.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8-ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Now here's Tavian St. Clair. Escapes the pressure going right. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
They didn't have to blitz. They brought in the dime package, more speed on the field so we can cover in the back end and then let the D-line do what great D-line do.
They boot it away on 4th down. Hauls it in at the 40. He's going to get those. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Left side is Watkins. Runs through a man. He might have space. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first. And, man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of a guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Fall. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that ability too. So many different tools in his toolbox.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. Looking for a man. It's Levitt. Throws to the tight end. He caught it. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards. And we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, LSU!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Deep in the end zone, it's Abrams. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Hits inside. It's White. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Throwing St. Clair. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
It really doesn't matter how big a boy you are. You could be huge out there at wide receiver like that guy is. If you don't set your feet first, you're not going to be accurate with the throw. You can't make sure you give that wide receiver a chance to win a jump ball if you don't get those feet set first.
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump started. Timeout called by LSU. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump started. From the gun, it's Shepard. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. Now the Tigers will spend their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Punt is on its way. Makes a move. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw, it's Levin. They're all over him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Handoff, Caden Durham.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was second and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Finds his target. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Wants to throw on 1st. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. There he goes. The 50. The 40. At the 20. Touchdown Gators. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense, forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Oh, that's like blowing the layup or the 3-inch putt. Missed the extra point. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchable eye, that bull Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. We start with the Wyoming Cowboys taking on the New Mexico Lobos.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13.
And it's Wyoming in an absolute fist fight with a team that has been every bit their equal today. Both offenses putting up points. Feels like anything can happen in this second half. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The old saying is, you'll never go broke taking a profit. No matter how small, just keep building up the bank account.
Yep, and when the defense wants to drop back and not give up those big plays, a lot of times they're going to force you to be patient, and when you show them you can do that, it'll pay dividends in the long run.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking for space. It's Shepard. There's some room. He's past the sticks. He's at the 50. Ripped past midfield, finally stopped at the 42, and that's the kind of chunk play that gets drives going.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Tavian St. Clair under pressure. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Goes high to pull it in. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
I would love to sit here and tell you that was the greatest play call ever, and the offensive coordinator is a genius. I think that was some really bad defense.
The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. St. Clair. Out wide left, it's Shepard. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. Throwing St. Clair on the move. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators!
Well, they're able to punch that one in on the ground, and honestly, I'm not sure the defense really expected them to come out running the football considering how much they're down in this game. Probably expecting him to throw it a little bit more and have a little more sense of urgency, but either way, listen, for the offense, you just got to get on the board. You got to find a way to score somehow, some way. Now, they're down by a lot, David, and I don't know if they can keep running it moving forward.
They might not be able to keep running it, but they had to score on that possession. Now, defensively, you got to step up for them, right? Like, they got to get both sides of the football working together, but the defense is going to have to get some stops. But obviously, a bulk of the pressure is on this offense. Every possession is going to be so important.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the 3rd quarter, they'll try to answer here. Pulls it, fire complete. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Throws for the tight end. Out wide right, it's Green. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. And the Tigers peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air, and now back to the line. Making the adjustment. Here's a give to Durham. Nowhere to go.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the 2nd half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Pulls it on the option. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Third and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes the pressure to his right. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. St. Clair. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. The run inside. It's Shepard. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. St. Clair rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Unleashes it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Searching for space. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Gonna run it. It's Berry. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Handoff, Caden Durham. At the 45 on his way. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And how about this young fella? They're slinging the pill, man. His completion percentage is through the roof. Dude, he's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing is working, using the whole field, using multiple receivers. He looks like a different cat from what we've seen all throughout the season.
Long way to go on second down. They'll run it. Shows him the stiff arm. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. There is a player still down on the field, and it is an LSU Tiger. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Quarterback on the keeper. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Looking for a gap. It's Shepard. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Gets the back moving. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's White. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a third down situation where you had to throw the football.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Throwing St. Clair. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Turning it on. He's at the 40. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw at St. Clair. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
No harder position to play in a ball game than the offensive line. You know, tonight in this game, you're down by a lot. You know you have to pass the football. Man, it's a tough job to protect up front, and they definitely struggled on that play.
Looking to the big tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch.
And there's a couple parts to the lateral, right? It's when the guy's pitching it and you're hitting him and causing a bad pitch, or it's just a pitch. But either way, trying to get hands on the football, trying to disrupt the timing of the pitch, disrupt the timing of the catch. Nice job on the defense getting to the carrier fast to make something happen.
So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Tavian St. Clair. Stepping to the right. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this team.
So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Here's Durham one more time. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
On third down, here's Durham. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Throws to the wideout. Oh, sticks that big mid up there and grabs it.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Back to throw, it's Levin. Fires to the wideout. Left side is Harris. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Motion from the wide receiver. Right side, it's Wilson. Nice move to pick up yardage. Touchdown, Tiger! And And the stomping has commenced. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
Enough to move the chains. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
At the 46-yard line. And that's a first down for the offense.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Running it inside the 30 and finally out of bounds at the 27.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Out wide right, it's Mays. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Quick give. It's Shepard. Breaks into the open. He's at the 10. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has them set up. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. The Gators have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. And the ball is free on the pitch. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different-looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And, David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.